Hello me hearties, it's John here, and today we're looking at the accents of Wiltshire. But first I have a question for you, and I'll give you 3 options for the answer. The question is, what can the term Moonraker refer to? Is it A film starring Roger Moore as James Bond from the early 80s? Is it B, the people and the accent of Wiltshire? Or is it C, all of the above? You'll have to watch the video to find out more. The West Country, land of cider, cheddar and that glorious rhotic R accent. But hang on, when people do impressions of this part of England, they usually default to generic pirate or a thick Somerset drawl. But what about Wiltshire? Wiltshire sits right in the heart of southern England. It holds some of the country's deepest history, yet its own unique voice is one of the fastest disappearing sounds in the British Isles. Today we're looking into the history of the Wiltshire accent, why it sounds the way it does, and why some of the biggest stars born there, well, don't sound like they're from there at all.
Wouldn't it be great to be funny?
So what is the Moonraker sound? First off, like its cousins in Somerset and Devon, traditional Wiltshire is rhotic. That means they actually pronounce the R when it appears after a vowel. In standard southern English, a farmer drives a tractor. In Old Wiltshire, a farmer drives a tractor. You chew on that R, it's earthy. Another classic feature is the softening of consonants. So, 7 summer fairies might sound more like 7 summer varies. It's a slower, warmer, deeper sound than the sharper accents of London. It's the sound of an agricultural society that wasn't in a rush. This dialect is ancient, rooted heavily in the West Saxon language of the Kingdom of Wessex. Today, younger people in Wiltshire tend to speak with a general southwest accent, still slightly rhotic, but much closer to standard English or even estuary English, that London-influenced sound that's creeping across the whole southeast.
Down the street and people at school and stuff.
Let's look at 4 massive stars born in the county. First, comedian David Mitchell, born in Salisbury. Does he sound like a Moonraker? No. He's known for his incredibly precise, slightly posh received pronunciation, or as we call it nowadays, SSBE.
And then I think when I was a teenager, I, in conversation, would naturally put things in a way that would make them laugh. So I think it was when I was kind of 14, 15, I began to think maybe I'm a bit funny.
Next, Billie Piper. Born and raised in Swindon. When she started as a pop star and later as Rose Tyler in Doctor Who, her accent was actually quite estuary, more London than West Country. It reflects that modern urban Swindon sound.
I can't help but connect the drive to be really, really honest with the sort of positive feedback. That seems to be working really well for me.
And 90s TV host Mark Lamarr, also from Swindon, had a distinctive voice, but it was more of a retro rockabilly London twang than anything rural. Next, Michael Crawford, the legend from Some Mothers Do Have 'Em and Phantom of the Opera. Born in Salisbury, again, a mostly neutral theatrical accent. So next time you're near Stonehenge, pop into a little pub, have a little sniff around, and listen to the locals, and maybe chat to them, and tell them how much you love the place. Now I hope you like this video. I'm John, and I'm British native speaker. I do lots of videos on accents. I've done lots already, and there's going to be plenty more in the future, especially county accents as well, which I love doing because it's really close to my heart from when I travel around in the UK and such like. Are you from Wiltshire? Do you have the Zummer sound? Or has it gone? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you're from Wiltshire or not, it doesn't matter. Please comment and like the video if you really liked it. I'm John, and I'm out of here now. And there's one more thing to say. Stonehenge, where the mystical creatures lie.